What's up, guys? I'm Gabby Wilson for MTV News, and I'm here with Haim to talk about their new album, Something to Tell You.
Yay.
How are you guys?
Good.
You're so good at that.
Oh,
That just took my breath away.
thank you. Wow. My ego is
Professional.
it feels really good. So it's been a while since Days Are Gone. How has your world changed since that album came out?
We toured for 3 years during Days Are Gone, which was like the most amazing experience of our lives, easily. I mean, we got to travel around the world, which was insane. I was like seeing places that I had never seen before, and like seeing the Eiffel Tower live was like a very emotional experience for me.
Seeing it live.
Seeing it live. IRL. Seeing it
in real life.
Seeing it live. Right when we were done with Days Are Gone, coming home, we kind of just went right into writing and recording.
Did you guys have to get your brains back in songwriting shape after being on tour for so long?
I think it's definitely a muscle that you have to like work on. We write all of our songs, so
Right.
I think at first we didn't try to put too much pressure on ourselves to write like a full song a day. You know, it was like, let's just write one part, let's write a verse, or let's write a guitar lick, or let's write a bass part just every single day just to flex that muscle. But then I think after like a month we got in the hang of
Like if you
every
set
day.
the scene, where did that happen?
At first it was in our parents' living rooms.
Yeah.
And after being like on tour for 3 years, we had nowhere to live, so we moved back in with our parents,
Nice.
which proved to be interesting.
Which was super rad. It was just like no rules. We lasted, I think, 3 weeks until I was like, I need to get out of here.
Craigslist?
People,
Craigslist?
how do you use this? Save us, eject,
There we
eject.
go.
How do you think that you approach this album differently from the first one?
We only really know how to write songs our way. We just kind of sit down together and, you know, we either start with drums or guitar, and
Whenever we start out with drums, that's kind of, we have like some different drum machines. We have like a Linn drum and an 808 and set up into like an amp, and we'll just like play around. And usually that'll spark something pretty quickly, and there's like some little tricks that we
Right.
some Haim tricks.
Some Haim tricks.
Well, you
that we
guys
trick
grew up
ourselves.
learning drums first,
Yeah.
right?
Our dad's a drummer.
Well, how do you think that that influenced how you write songs or even like process music?
It influenced us a lot. I mean, yeah, drums, I feel drums is the heartbeat of any type of song.
We write really rhythmically. I don't think it's a secret that
For sure. Yeah,
A
you
lot of
can
our
even
stuff.
hear it in like your percussive vocals.
Yeah.
Like,
when we were writing Want You Back, it was like a much slower song. It kind of started just on the acoustic guitar, and it was like, some things are long forgotten, some things were never said. And it was like this really slow song.
Super slow.
And we actually put that song on the back burner. It was one of the first songs we wrote, and we were like, I think this song is good, but it was truly a slow jam. And we kind of put it away.
Yeah. So the chorus was like, I'll take the fall and the fault in us. I'll give you all the love I never gave before I left you. So it all was very easy to sing. We were like, wow, this is the first song that's easy to
a
sing.
cinch, we'll be able to
And
teach
then
that to
all of a
anyone.
sudden,
And Alana was like, towards the end, once we like kind of had most of the bulk of the record done, Alana was like, what was that song, Want You Back, that we started at the very beginning? That song was good. But it
I was
just
like,
wasn't
it's
clicking.
my favorite song, and we haven't worked on it in weeks. And so, yeah.
And so we kind of did the classic like songwriting trick of like, is the tempo right and is the key right? And so we're like, the key seems right, but the tempo seems
Let's bring it up like 40
Couple notes.
BPMs.
And I programmed like just a kick and a clap beat for the chorus on like a Linn drum. It was like kick, kick, clap, kick, clap, kick, clap.
And then all of a sudden the chorus just got real hard to sing. I'll take the fall and the fault in us. I'll give you all the love I never gave before I left
And we
you.
were like, God damn it, it happened again.
And again.
Night So Long, the last track on the album. What is the origin story for that? Because it's a very like melancholy moment for you guys.
We actually wrote it a while ago on tour. It's basically one chorus and then an outro. It was one of those songs where we're like, we feel like it should have a verse, but nothing ended up materializing. Every time we tried to write another part, it didn't really work. So we just were like, it's kind of like a hymn. Like we just kind of repeat it twice, and then there's this outro. And the way we recorded it was just basically a guitar with like a ton of reverb on it, and a sub kind of bass. It kind of was the fastest song we recorded on the record because
Really?
it's so minimal, but yeah, we're really excited about.
But there are those like stacked harmonies.
Oh yeah, at the end it kind of opens up and we all kind of sing these crazy harmonies. Everything's just steeped in reverb. It just sounds like we're in this huge hall.
Right. How do you guys typically write harmonies? Because Night So Long has those stacked harmonies.
It's truly just like one of us will go into the booth and it's just like, go. Like we don't really think about it. And I think that's actually why we come up sometimes with not the most obvious harmonies.
Well, Essie also studied Bulgarian women's choir music in college.
Shout out UCLA. I was a ethnic musicology major in college, and I had the privilege of working with these amazing Bulgarian women that know this magical music, and it's just kind of passed down from generation to generation, and it's not really like written down, and there are these really, really, really close seconds, and like it's not really typical of Western music, but when you hear it, it's like the hair on your arms kind of stand up, and you don't really know why. You're like, what is this sound? At least just it doesn't. You don't really hear it in typical like pop music,
right?
But
it's not like the pop punk third where you're in there like,
yeah, the one that we all know very well.
Yeah,
Danielle's right in the sense that like we just kind of, when we hear the melody, we kind of just end up just knowing kind of where to go. And also, you know, we grew up like listening to the radio and we do the typical thing. I'm guilty of it. Anytime I hear any melody, I automatically just sing the harmony.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Right, because it's like you're part of the band.
I mean, all right, and like, I'm in Prince's band. I'm definitely Sheila E. right now.
Right. So the map for Night So Long is very simple, but Ready For You is kind of like bananas. That bridge is insane.
I love that. That's like the adjective for Ready For You.
Bananas! Why did you want to have that moment, that like bridge moment?
The bridge is just this kind of release, we thought, because the verse and the choruses are they're different chords, but it's pretty straightforward. But in the verse, we just kind of wanted to have this big release in this moment, and then we were trying to figure out, because we figured out the chords to the bridge, we're like, oh my God, that's awesome. And then we were like, wait, but how do we get back into the chorus? Because like the key was completely different. And then we figured out this descending like thing, and then we just added so many harmonies and like this vocoder. It's like, for you, for you.
Right.
Oh my God, how many times do you have to say for you to get back to the chorus?
Have you guys tried that live yet?
Not yet. We'll see how it goes. I think Ready For You is one of our favorite songs on the record because it's very, I feel like it's about being super confident and kind of like going for what you want and just like not backing down, just knowing like, this is what I want and I'm gonna go for it.
So a theme throughout our conversation that I've been noticing is like the three of you really just keeping your music to the three of you.
Yeah.
And you can see it on your albums too. You collaborate with other artists like an A$AP Ferg or a Kid Cudi or Calvin Harris. Yeah. But when it comes to your body of work, it's just the three of you. Why is that important?
First of all, there's 3 cooks in the kitchen already, so like 3 very opinionated women, and we really don't keep our opinions to ourselves. On this record, we really like to have like a really small group of people that we work with, and on Ready For You, we actually work with Twin Shadow. With George, Twin Shadow, we were just at his house and we were like, let's just try something. Everything is like very much like, let's just try something. And You Never Knew was with Dev Hynes, and he randomly, Ariel's, we always joke that like Ariel's studio is kind of like this open door policy of like, everyone always loves to come and visit Ariel's studio because it's really beautiful. And Dev was just in the studio one day and he's like, you want to try something? We're like, sure, tequila.
With Dev and with George, it was mostly just in the beginning writing stages, like we'll collaborate on chords. Melody and lyrics are always us, but it's mostly with those songs, it was mostly just chords.
Well, you guys are going to tour this album soon.
Yes.
How do you even prepare to bring a new body of work out on tour?
This is like the fun part. We're a touring band. We love being on tour. We love playing shows, and I think you know that because we spent like 4 years on straight tour and then 7 years just playing in LA, and we're just really excited to have people come and experience our little world of something to tell you, where it's going to be quite the adventure, and we just want it to be a party.
As a band that was able to open for acts like Kesha and Taylor Swift, is the process of picking an opening act an important one for you guys?
Yeah,
I mean,
for
yeah.
sure. we're like definitely on the interwebs looking at all fun new artists, and we love taking, you know, females on the road.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
definitely
on our last tour, we took Bibi Borelli on tour, and she was insane.
Yeah, she's
like,
and another great songwriter too.
Oh,
yeah,
such a good songwriter, and she was honestly one of the most amazing people to watch on stage. Her voice is incredible. I was like, I have to go on after you, like,
But we're not.
I'm like, can I just quit?
Yeah.
Like,
I quit. I quit, Bibi Borelli.
I think now we're super excited to hit the road again.